What's up? It's Kelly, and I am the captain of Even Keel Ops. And in today's tutorial, we'll be talking about how to build an operations manual using Trello. Let's get started.
Okay, we are going to start off in Trello looking at operations manual boards. As you can see, I have an operations manual board of my own set up here for Even Keel Ops, but I also have a template board set up, which is what we're going to look at today. This template board mirrors my working operations manual board almost exactly. So let's start with column 1. In column 1, I want you to put your business name followed by the word vision. So in my case, it would be Even Keel Ops Vision. In this vision column, I want you to include your why, your business values, your mission statement, a manifesto if you have one, your brand style guide, which would include your logo and your hex colors and your font names, all of the information, the basic information about your business and your brand. In this list, I also like to keep my yearly goals and my quarterly focus cards. This ensures that I'm returning to my operations manual on a regular basis and that I'm reviewing it and updating it so that it's the most active and updated working document in my business. So let's take a look at my goal card here. As you can see, I have a task list set up for my goals. I can write each one of my goals here, and as I complete them, I can check them off, and Trello will let me know how close I am to completing all of my goals for the year. I have my quarterly focus cards set up in much the same way. I like to keep my goals in the description area so they're easily viewable when I click on the card, but I also have a task list set up for each goal. So I have goal 1 and then all of the tasks listed that I need to do in order to achieve goal 1. And as I work and check off tasks, Trello again lets me know how close I am to achieving my goal. And hopefully my quarterly focus goals relate back to my yearly goals, and I'm checking things off constantly and returning to my ops manual to get this information updated. And while I'm here, I'm updating and reviewing the other information included. So our second list is system links. This is our system list, a list of all of the systems we use for our business, links on where we can access them, the purpose of our systems. As you can see, I have a couple of systems set up here. I have MailerLite, a link set up to MailerLite. If this was my active operations manual, you'd also see my username, any help information or technical information or notes I need to remember about this system would be listed here. So one thing I want to mention is that in your system list, I don't recommend that you save passwords. Yes, you can save the links and the usernames and any related information, but when it comes to passwords, please use LastPass. It's a secure, free password app that you can use on your computer and on your phone. Trello is by no means secure. LastPass is. So no password storage in Trello. Okay, now let's talk about the next list, which might be my favorite list of all, and this is the workflow list. I am a huge proponent of documenting workflows. I believe that once you document a workflow, if you use it again and again and again, eventually you're going to refine it so that you have the most efficient process and workflow possible. So here I've set up my blog post workflow with a checklist, which can be copied to any other card on any other board in my Trello file. So I have an editorial board, and when I'm working on a blog post, I copy this checklist into my editorial card for that blog post, and then I check off each task as I go to make sure that I've done everything I need to do related to publishing a blog post. As I use this process, I oftentimes refine it. Maybe there's a step I no longer do, or maybe there's a step I've added, or maybe I've changed the order of the steps to suit me better. Whatever it is, I'm constantly refining this process and this workflow to make it work for me. Next column, I have a place to store my course and membership info. Courses and memberships. So courses are places online where we like to learn information about business. Usually they come with a link and a username and a password. Again, you can store your links and your usernames and information about the course, like maybe you've received a workbook or some worksheets or some cheat sheets. All of that information could be saved here in a card related to that course. When we're talking about membership info, maybe you've joined a mastermind or a business networking group locally and you have information about that group that you need to know. Maybe it's meeting dates or dues that are that you pay to stay a part of the group, or links to meet with your mastermind group online. Whatever it is, save it in a related card here so it's easily accessible and ready to go. Next column, as seen online. So this is as seen on or in, usually online, a link to a blog post, a video, a TV show, a magazine article, whatever it is, save that information here. You're probably going to find that you want to reference it later, maybe when you're pitching to other people, or when you need references when you're working with a client, or when you're posting for a new written submission. You may need to have copies of examples of other things that you've published. Next, testimonials. I like to keep all of my testimonials listed here in Trello. So I have them on my website. Yes, I do. And I could easily click around all the pages on my website and copy and paste them from there. But I find it easier if I have them all listed here in this list. If somebody asks me for references, or I need to create a sales page where I need testimonials, I have all of that information here, and it's easy to copy and paste without clicking around my website and trying to find what I'm looking for. The final list that I recommend, but not the final list you should add to your operations manual, is your website and social media links. Again, I do realize you can go to your website and your Facebook page and your Pinterest profile and your Twitter account, and you can copy those links one by one and paste them where you need to be. However, I find it much easier if I just come into Trello. All the links are right here. They're easily copy and pastable into what I need to use them for. And then I am, again, not clicking all over the internet. Chances are, if I'm clicking on Facebook, Twitter, or Pinterest, I'm getting distracted from what I'm actually working on. And this list in Trello keeps that from happening. Now, I mentioned just a few seconds ago that this should not be your final list, and that is true. Your operations manual is unique to your business, so you should definitely think about how your business runs and what is the information that you need to run your business, and then start creating your own lists and cards to document the information that you need for your operations manual. Okay, don't worry. I am going to give you a chance to download a copy of this Trello board template for you to start building out your own operations manual. Just follow the link below in the description at the YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. If you are already at my blog, The Captain's Log, just give me your email address and your full name so that we can get you onto our passenger manifest, and we will get you a operations manual Trello template to get you started with your own operations manual. All right, that's all I have for you today. Fair winds and following seas. Until next time.